Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls in Chelsea. This is Kerry Schumer with Chelsea Community Cable Television. Ricky is behind the camera, and Duke Bradley has sent us here to cover the Chelsea Rotary Club installation of offices. We're at the beautiful Homewood Suites Hotel, and the woman of the hour, the president-elect, Maureen Foley, who also has a lot to do with this beautiful hotel. Maureen, congratulations, and how's it feel to be president of the Rotary?
It feels like a huge honor and a huge responsibility, and we want people this year to get to know what Rotary is all about, because I think a lot of people think it's an old man's club, and it is not. You'll follow us tonight. We're a lot of fun, and we do a lot of good.
Maureen, when did you arrive here in Chelsea? What's your role with the hotels, and how'd you come to be a part of Rotary?
I came here to Chelsea in 2011 where we were building the Marriott, the first Marriott, and I wanted to meet business people, and I met Saratine, and she brought me to Rotary. Well, after a while, I got hooked because I felt good, I enjoyed it, we did a lot of good things in the community, and I made a lot of friends. So since then, we have 3 hotels with the 4th one opening in August, and we're really a big part here of the Chelsea community.
Well, I know I can name the hotels, but how about the people watching at home want to know which hotels are yours?
So the Homewood Suites by Hilton right here. We have the Residence Inn by Marriott, the Town Place Suites by Marriott, and pretty soon the Holiday Inn in Chelsea.
And we've named this room after JS. We're in the JS room.
This is the J. Ash Ballroom we're in tonight.
Okay, we have who's this young lady who wants to be on television, I think? Aria.
Come here, you're going to be on television.
How are you, Aria? Say hello to the people of Chelsea.
Good.
Are you related to the president-elect right here?
No.
No, she's not related?
She's my granddaughter.
Oh, okay. And who's this over here?
That's my daughter.
Oh,
Marika.
let's bring the daughter in. Come on. Why don't you say hello to your daughter? Here's the microphone. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'd like to introduce these 2 beautiful ladies, my daughter Marika and my granddaughter Aria. She is the youngest member of our event tonight here at Rotary. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Chelsea. Thank you.
Foley, about to become the new president of Rotary. It's going to be an exciting evening, and we're glad you're with us. Hope everybody has a great time watching the Rotary Club of Chelsea install their new offices. Okay, the Master of Ceremonies Extraordinaire is here, Alan Alpert, for the Rotary of installation of offices, and Maureen Foley is taking office.
She certainly is, and this is our 91st year that the Chelsea Rotary Club has been in existence, and every year it keeps getting better and better, and Maureen is bringing some new, fresh ideas to the club, such as this extravaganza for an evening, complete with a little slideshow during the evening with some history of not only Rotary International, but all the good that the Chelsea Rotary Club does. So we're looking forward to a great time, a fun time, and hopefully everybody will sit back, grab a soft drink, and get ready for the rest of the evening.
Well, how many years have you been a member of Rotary, and how was your presidency?
My presidency was during the blizzard of '78,
Yes.
so I had to officially cancel a meeting, and I am a Rotarian for 44 years.
Wow, do you remember that blizzard of '78?
I certainly do. Living up on Warren Avenue in Chelsea, and my wife called up and said, bring home a couple of groceries. I did, on my shoulder, and walked all the way up that hill. I'll never forget that. Very eventful day.
Okay.
And all the days to follow.
Okay, thank you for being here, and we'll see you at the podium.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that was Alan Alpert. All right, let's get the past president here. Rick, David, here's David Midland. You're still the president, right?
Almost.
Okay.
Almost not president.
When does your term actually end?
It ends June 30th.
June 30th, okay.
End of the month.
You're
July
handing over
1st.
the reins to
Boston.
Maureen Foley,
Handing over the gavel.
and she's ready to take the reins.
I believe she is.
Tell us
She'll be
about your
terrific.
term in office. How'd you become into Rotary?
Well, I came into Rotary because my friend Juan Gallego introduced me to it. Then I got into the officer track. Some people say, how'd you do that? And a lot of them say, because I missed a meeting. But I was actually asked, and it was an honor, and it's been a really good year. We accomplished a lot, and I thank all my friends here for their help, and it's really been a terrific year, and I know Maureen will pick up from there.
And how's the practice of law going?
Busy. So it's going well also. And Maureen and I are both off to Toronto tomorrow for the Rotary International Convention, which should be really interesting and a lot of fun. Be thousands of people there from all over the world. So we're looking forward to that too.
Very nice. Have you been to Toronto before?
Never. Really looking forward to it.
Great. Okay, have a great time in Toronto. Say hello to Maple Leaf Gardens. That's where the Toronto Maple Leafs play.
Well, apparently the Hockey Hall of Fame is there too, which my son told me, but I don't have the heart to tell him, like, hockey's not tops on my list, but we'll see, maybe.
Bruins have so many players in the Hall of Fame, like Bobby Orr. We have to stop by.
Who?
This great guy, Bobby Orr. I know. Okay.
Let's just say I was from New York originally, and in those days I was still a Rangers fan. Not anymore, but in those days I was.
Okay. All right. He liked Brad Park. We liked Bobby Orr.
We both had Brad Park.
Yeah, Brad Park eventually became a Bruin. Wow, you know your hockey.
First Ranger trade ever.
Wow. There you have it. We'll be back from the installation. This is Leo Robinson, Counselor at Large for the City of Chelsea. He is everywhere supporting organizations at every event. Leo, your energy is still there. You're doing a great job for us at City Hall. I am a Chelsea resident. What do you want to say about Rotary? And I see the great Gail Marcus. Is Steve Bruce Mark here as well?
Yes, he is. He's here. You know, as a family, we've been coming to Rotary for a very long number of years and supporting Bruce and supporting Rotary. Tonight is a very special night where our administrative assistant, Lydia Coco, is going to receive the Paul Harrison, and also one of my former colleagues, Paula Barton. And actually going to be in an exclusive club, as I'm a Paul Harris recipient. And the Rotary always has a real good time. And I'm here, you know, to spread the good word. Councilor Pelotondo's here, Councilor Brown from the council. And I think that's all from the council will be in attendance tonight.
Okay. How's everything doing at City Hall and Chelsea government?
Chelsea government is doing very well. We've had the most money that we've ever had in years. We've been very cautious of how we spend the money, and only good things can happen here in this community.
Okay, Leo, you're a part of the resurgence of Chelsea. You've been there for us for many years, and speaking as a constituent, we really appreciate your efforts. Can we say hello to Mr. Bradley? He's watching. Duke Bradley.
Yes, and to my friend Duke Bradley, Chelsea High Alumni Club. See you soon, my man.
Okay. Ricky, we'll be back. District 3 Counselor Joseph Perlatunda is here. He's dressed nattily. Is that the right word? Impeccably?
Oh, impeccably sounds good.
Okay.
Yes.
What brings you here to Rotary? And I'm sure you agree they're a great organization.
They are a great organization. I like to support the Rotary. They do good things for the city of Chelsea. And one of our people that work for us, our secretary, Lydia Coco, is receiving an award tonight. And I just felt that a lot of the council should come and support her and everything else that the Rotary does.
Yeah, Rotary's quite an organization. I see you at all their events.
Thank you very much, yes. Like I said, I like to support them. Anything that has to do with somebody supporting the city and this fine city of Chelsea, we should all be there for them. So I appreciate what they do.
And we're standing in a beautiful hotel, and there's other hotels coming.
Yeah, this is great. This is one of like 6 hotels that Chelsea's building. The Holiday Inn will be opening up soon, and I'm sure there's more to come.
Okay, always nice to see you.
Same here. Thank
Okay,
you.
that was Joseph Perlatunda, outstanding public servant, working for the better of Chelsea. And we'll be back. Okay, the early favorite for the Best Dressed Award is Sue Gallant. Sue, tell me about this beautiful outfit.
Oh, thank you, Carrie. Chico's, good old Chico's.
Okay.
Yeah, they always
right.
have different things. So.
Very nice. Now,
Thank you.
past president, CPA, you busy?
Still busy, yeah. Still doing extensions, doing some business stuff. We have our 20 kids going to Camp Rotary starting next Sunday, July 1st. So collecting the medical information for the kids and the parents, making sure that they're on board with going to camp and everything. So I've had a lot of people in and out of my office actually today bringing all that stuff in. So it's a project we've been doing. It's actually our longest running service project. We've been doing it for about 20 years, and we've sent 340 kids to Camp Rotary so far, actually.
That must be a blast for those kids.
It is. The kids, I've never picked them up to bring them home, but from what I hear, the kids are all like in tears because they don't want to go home. Not that they don't want to see the parents, but they had such a great time because it's a week. It's a great camp. It's really well run. The camp director's been there for 25 years. It's very positive. There's no bullying, no electronics, there are no cell phones. They're completely disconnected. So they're just outside having fun, being in the fresh air, swimming, take them on a field trip. So it's a very positive experience for them because a lot of these kids, we do an essay contest and we have the kids tell us why we should sponsor them at a week of camp. And a lot of times they'll say, my parents didn't want me to go outside, different things. They're caring for younger siblings, so they don't really get to be a kid, during the summer. So this is a chance for them to be a kid, for a week anyways.
You're one of the outstanding female leaders in Chelsea, and we have another one stepping into the presidency Maureen Foley.
We do, yep. Maureen's been a great addition to Chelsea, with all the hotels that are being built by the Colwyn, management group, which is like unbelievable. So she's already, up and running. She ran a big event for us a couple months ago. The Bada Bing bingo night we had or whatever, that was a big fundraiser. She's a great addition to the community, and so we're lucky to have her here as our president.
And let's talk about one of your favorite topics, Boston College. How are we going to be in football? How is Boston College going to be in football?
I think they're really excited about this season, from what I understand, because I think isn't there a kid who's going to go pretty high in the draft that decided not to come back for his senior year? I think. Don't ask me what his name was. I'm just.
We have an All-American defensive back from Everett.
Right, exactly.
Lucas Dennis.
Yeah. So I think people are pretty excited about this season. The home schedule, we have Miami coming in, which we haven't played Miami in a long, long time.
Hurricanes.
Yep, and Clemson is coming in as the home game, so it'll be a good home schedule. So I'm looking forward to it.
You'll be at Alumni Stadium.
And they're playing Holy Cross for the first time in forever. I mean, it must have been some kind of gap. I don't know why that is back in our schedule because I don't know.
Nice game. It was a good rivalry back then.
It was a good rivalry back then, and then the games got to be very uneven, so they stopped. The kind of the same with the UMass Amherst games. They're very uneven. So, but it'll be fun.
Okay, thank you so much, Sue Gallant.
Thank you for covering us all the time. We really appreciate it, and CCTV really appreciate you guys being here all the time. So thank you.
Okay, D. Bruce Mark. Let's bring D. Bruce Mark. Bruce, I need you. We need Bruce Mark here. Tell me about this Chelsea Clock. Now, what's your title?
Vice President of Operations at Chelsea Clock, Secretary at Chelsea Rotary.
Wow. So
a few others.
Well, tell me about this beautiful clock.
American made, Chelsea Clock. Base is from Minnesota. The rest is made here, Chelsea.
What makes Chelsea Clock one of the best clocks in the world?
The quality and the craftsmanship that goes into it.
Okay.
And it's years of history. People pass Chelsea clocks down from family to family. We get clocks come in all the time that their grandfather gave it to their father, who gave it to them. We get clocks with great engravings on them. My favorite is a clock and barometer set, brass barometer set. It's got signatures all around the clock and barometer, and on the bottom of that says, presented to Teddy Roosevelt by his Rough Riders. That clock came in probably 25 years ago. If it had come in today, we'd buy it. Wow. But we get a lot of significant clocks that people have given to people, and they come back and get them repaired and refinished, whatever. So it's a history. They're gifts. It's a gift item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have Maureen Foley coming in. You were once president, of course. What's
84.
1984.
1984.
34 years ago, but that's okay. Now, Maureen is here, and she's been so much energy and so great for Rotary.
Yes, Maureen's going to be a great president. She's well organized. She's a pusher, a motivator, which is what you need. You need somebody who says what to do and make sure it gets done, and she will be a pusher and a motivator.
So who is getting the clock tonight? Who gets presented the clock?
This is a raffle prize.
Oh, boy.
It's a raffle prize.
Oh, you can win one.
Yes. Yes, the people we have raffle tickets. It's so this somebody will win it. And Joe Duffy's not here tonight, so somebody has a chance.
What if somebody watching in Chelsea wants to buy a clock? How do they do that?
They can go on the website, www.chelseaclock.com, and you can buy right off the website.
Very good. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Enjoy the night.
Sure. Rich Cuthey, come on in. Rich is here, representing the Chelsea Chamber of Commerce. He is the executive director.
Yes.
What a night.
Absolutely. It's Filio Fest, and after the last Rotary event, the, shall we say, mob-inspired event, which was
Mystery Theater.
the Mystery Theater, that was a big success. It was exciting to see something new and fresh. And I know that the incoming president, Maureen, has changed things up for this as well. So we're looking forward to it.
She's very creative, isn't she?
She is. She's definitely an ideas lady. Absolutely.
In this beautiful hotel.
Absolutely. Although it's not the newest one in Chelsea anymore, because the Holiday Inn is going to be opening next month in July down the other end of town. It's not going to have the size meeting space that this has, but they can do, meetings, 50 people, that kind of thing. So, I always refer to this as the new hotel, but now I'm going to have to change that up a little bit.
Rich, you do an excellent job for the chamber. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Carrie. Good to see you.
Okay. Ricky, we'll be back. Saratin Rizzuto is here. She's actually everywhere tonight with the Chelsea Rotary.
Yes, I almost said Chamber of Commerce. Yes, you do.
Here for the Chelsea Rotary. The Rotary.
Installation.
Yes, Maureen Foley. What a great choice.
Foley has been extremely invested in Rotary, so we're happy that she's our incoming president tonight. We're happy to recognize Todd Taylor as the Rotarian of the Year. We're just going to have an awesome evening. So, buenas noches, mi gente de Chelsea. Y
¿Cuándo estaba presidente?
me, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
I was past, so I'm past president. It's been about 10 years, maybe 9. Because Dominic is 9, or it's going to be 9.
Yeah.
So, it was while I was pregnant with Dominic.
Wow.
It was, I had a lot going on that year, but I'm a proud Rotarian, and we're here to celebrate Maureen and celebrate our Rotary Club members and Todd and Paul Harris fellows, and we have a great evening.
And how's our favorite police officer, David Rizzuto?
He's going to be joining me in a little bit.
Will he do an interview too?
I don't know, he's a bit shy, but
He was a very good hockey player, wasn't he?
Oh, he was, and Dominic is just right along. Yes. Dominic,
Really?
our son, has been playing hockey since he's been skating since he was 2. And he's been playing hockey, and he's on fire, Carrie.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Quite the hockey player. And I actually want to congratulate Carrie Schumann here, because Carrie is being recognized, a very special recognition in Lynn for the work he's done in the community, because he's been so committed and dedicated to really educating people through the media, and we are very proud to recognize him over in Lynn at Celebrate Literacy Day on August 29th. If anybody wants to come, you know how to get in touch with me, Metro Credit Union.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Saratin. Okay, past president of the Chelsea Chamber of Commerce.
Chamber, Rotary, you name it, I've been there.
I know. How about the Taste of Chelsea event you do?
We have our 15th anniversary this year. Will be September 19th. I think the Monday, the 19th, the 18th, I've lost track of which day it is, but in September, same location, down on the waterfront on Marginal at the Eastern Salts, and hoping for a great year and a big crowd.
How do you like working with Maureen Foley?
Maureen Foley is a hard-working young lady, and she will do a lot for Rotary in the coming year. She's going to be a lot of fun to work with.
How many years have you been part of Rotary?
This is my 20th year.
Are you still playing softball?
I quit softball when I tore up my calf muscle 2 years ago, and they had to carry me off the field. So
I'm sorry.
At 66 years old, I'm done.
All right. Any predictions for the Red Sox season?
I'm worried. The Bashers of New York are starting to hit the ball a long way, and I think they'll obviously make the playoffs. It's going to come down to pitching. I think they've got the hitting. We're going to miss Pedroia. I have a sad feeling in my heart that he's not going to be coming back. That knee is, I think, finished him. But we got some good young players. We got a great manager. I love the way Cora manages, and I think they're going a long way. But is it all the way to the World Series? We'll find out.
Okay, this man knows his baseball. Okay, thank you so much for what you do for Chelsea. Okay. All right, let's bring in Calvin Brown. Counselor at Large Calvin Brown is in the house.
It's good to see you, Gary.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you for being here. You guys are terrific. Ricky, CCTV. You guys are always covering the events that folks that may not be able to make it, but they see it on the local Chelsea station, and it's great. So another wonderful event. Chelsea Rotary. I try to support as many positive events as possible here in Chelsea, and this is one.
Now you're here for not only Maureen Foley, but Lydia Coco.
Yes, our administrative assistant at the City Council office. She's worthy of this award, so I wanted to be here to congratulate her in person and also to congratulate the outgoing president and the incoming president.
It's great to see a Chelsea person like Lydia, who went to Chelsea High and on to Bucknell, a great school down in Pennsylvania. She's being honored tonight. Maureen Foley and others as well. Todd Taylor, I believe.
Well, Maureen's a great person. She's been so actively in our community. She's done such a great job on her short time being here. But I'm here to support her also.
Okay. Thank you so much. Councilor Brown, nice to see you. Here. Juan, tell us about that great project you do.
Well,
unbelievable.
I'm actually leaving for Colombia on Monday to do a Rotary mission. Yes, 100 children we're going to operate cleft lip and cleft palate surgery.
That is so amazing what you're doing for children.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's a good thing.
How did that all begin, that idea, and you've expanded it, and here you are going back there?
Oh, well, Dr. Rubin, I don't know if you remember Dr. Rubin from Mass General. Yeah, he was a Rotarian, and he and his wife, Donna Lee Rubin, they both were members of Rotaplast, and they invited me to go the first time to Colombia, and since then I've been going to Colombia, Chile, Philippines, all over the place doing these surgeries. I'm going to be assistant director for this mission. It's a first training to be a director. I have to go 2 trainings, 2 missions as assistant director, and I'll become a director of a mission. I got 30 people, amongst doctors, surgeons, anesthesiologists, nurses, the whole package. Rotarians do the non-medical stuff, and obviously the medical people are, the ones I just mentioned.
How long have you been in Rotary, Juan?
16 years. Yes.
Made a lot of nice friends and done a lot of good things.
Got a lot of good things. That's why I love this. I'm gonna do this till I take my last breath. I can tell you that much, because it's a good thing. You do things for people, and that's really what I identify with.
That's what Rotary is all about. Service
about self.
Yes.
Indeed.
Very good.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen.
Okay.
All right.
Juan Diego is here tonight, and we'll be back from the installation. Okay, we're back at the installation, and I'm going to interrupt this conversation, which I don't know if that's good courtesy, but Barry, I needed you for an interview.
Oh, no, again.
Because when you're on, the ratings go way up. Barry Kershaw, owner of Kershaw Paint, he is here, a Paul Harris Fellow, past president, but most importantly, a great candlepin bowler and a tremendous guy.
Well, I retired from candlepin bowling for a while because of my injuries and working too hard in my store over the years, the Kershaw Paint.
Okay.
Yeah, too many lifting of 5-gallon cans.
Tell us about your service
bowling.
in Rotary and how long?
I've been there since 1995, so it's about 23 years, and I've had a great experience, and I've met a lot of great people, and Rotary is just a terrific organization, and I'm proud to be part of it. I'm proud to have been a member for so many years and been a past president too. And Maureen Foley, who's coming in as our incoming president, she'll continue the tradition of doing good service for the community. Rotary does a lot for the community. We give out scholarships to Chelsea students, 5 scholarships of $1,500 each every year, and we also send 20 kids to Camp Rotary from Chelsea, deserving young people that go to camp for 1 week each, and they have a terrific time, and I've participated in that before. We take them up to the camp, drop them off, and then we pick them up the following week. So it's really a lot of things that we like to do from Rotary to help out the community and give back.
We were looking at it.
Don't tell those people.
One of our weekly Rotary meetings, the president of the things we are doing. Sounds like it works at night too. I thought it was just the daytime that worked. I do. They found it. Agiabo was missing on Tuesday, and the folks at the hotel didn't think we would realize it, and then President Dave found out about it, so they returned it. And speaking of President Dave, I'd like to call upon President Dave Midland, who is our current president and soon to be, very soon to be, within the hour, the immediate past president. President Dave. We're going to read this up for all of them.
Thank you, everyone. And actually, my title right now is 8 people say I'm almost past president. Anyway, this technically is a formal Chelsea Rotary Club meeting, so if you would all please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Frank Kowalski, who is also our incoming Sergeant at Arms, Frank, would you please lead us in the invocation?
Thank you, President David.
At this time, let us all bow our heads. As we gather here this evening, we ask the blessing of our Lord on our Rotary relatives and friends here this evening. We are thankful for President David and his officers, who have so ably guided us this past year. We ask that you look down favorably on our new President, Maureen, and her slate of officers, and guide them with wisdom and justice this coming year. Now, in your name, we ask the blessing on the food that has been prepared for us this evening from your bounty. Amen. Amen.
Now, as the third part of our opening in our meetings, we sing God Bless America, usually led by past President and current Secretary Bruce. Bruce, do you have your pad with you? God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. All thank me for saving in the torture by keeping the microphone away from their mouth. Now, if we could all recite the four-way test. First, Is it the truth? It's the truth. Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you. You may all be seated. Can we have the next slide, please, so that I know what's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward with the program, Maureen wanted to do something a little different, and I think it's a rather neat idea. Instead of just standing here and talking and lecturing and everything else we normally do up here, we thought we would put the slide up. And part of it was to check my reading ability. And the other part is so we didn't have to print all this stuff and put it in front of you to try to save as much money. So just a little bit of history about Rotary. The Rotary Club was founded in Chicago more than a century ago by a lonely young attorney from a small town in Vermont, Mr. Paul Harris. Rotary was the first business-oriented organization of its kind in the United States. This year, we begin our 91st year as a Rotary Club. The Rotary Club began with a vision of one man in 1905, Paul Harris. This part, you're on your own screen, because I can't see the small print.
Even with your glasses.
But I will say in the lower right-hand corner. So Rotary Club people from all continents and cultures come together to exchange ideas and friendship, professional connections, while making a difference in our own backyards and around the world. There isn't. There used to be 1.2 million, but now the picture went away, so there aren't. There are 1.2 million members in 35,000 clubs throughout the world. And just as a little side note, but you can leave this picture on. Some of you may notice as you're traveling, when you go in a community, you're leaving one and going into another, you may see a sign that says, Rotary meets at such and such a place on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. That's so other Rotarians, if they're in a vacation spot or they're just visiting a relative and they're not familiar with the area, they know what other Rotary clubs meet so that they can go to meetings, because as will be explained a little bit later, and somebody from that table in the corner will probably do the explanation, that attendance is of utmost importance to all Rotarians. So the top picture is a picture of our club with our Rotary blue shirts on. That's local. There's three parts. There's the local part of Rotary, there's the international part, and the Rotary Foundation. A look at Rotary then, when it first started back in 1905, and a look at Rotary Club now. I like the 1905 picture better. I think the projector gets done. Oh, there we go. Whatever Rotary may mean to us, to the world, it will be known by the results it achieves. And that was from our Rotary founding father, Paul Harris. And I believe now we move into dinner.
Okay, we have a very special guest here at the Rotary installation. She is Lydia Coco. Yes, she is the administrative assistant to the Chelsea City Council, but tonight she is one of the big honorees, Paul Harris Fellow. How do you feel about that, Lydia?
Thank you. I feel excited, but also apprehensive, nervous. This is a big honor, and I'm very grateful for Rotary for giving me this opportunity. So I hope it goes well.
Okay, now Chelsea High class of 2011, then on to the great Bucknell University of Pennsylvania, 2015?
Correct, yes.
Okay, tell us about yourself growing up. I see your mother is here tonight. What's it like being from Chelsea?
Well, I was born in Albania, and I immigrated to the United States when I was 8 years old. So we moved from Somerville to Everett to Chelsea, and we've been in Chelsea for about 15 years.
Yes.
I mean, Chelsea means a lot to me. I know I went to school away in Pennsylvania, but the reason why I came back is because I miss the multicultural community. I missed how real people were, and I come from a working class family, so I feel like this is my home, you know, and it doesn't matter where you're from. I feel like in Chelsea you're always welcomed, and I'm very happy to be back.
How do you like your position with the city council?
Oh, I love my position so much, and I know I majored in international relations, so I should probably go and do something with my career, even though people say I am because I live in Chelsea. So
How many languages can you speak?
I speak 3.
Okay, what are they?
I speak English, I speak Albanian naturally, and I actually self-taught myself Spanish while watching novelas. So, yes.
Muy bien.
Muy bien, sí.
Okay, and your mom's here, a great supporter of yours.
Absolutely. My mom was my biggest role model growing up. She was a little hard on me, but it paid off. And I love my parents dearly. They work tremendously hard, so they're both good role models.
You're a role model yourself coming out of Chelsea High School. What do you want to say to the students watching that they can go to a great school like Bucknell if they study hard, I guess?
Of course. Anything is possible, and never give up on yourself. We all have our lows. I had them myself, and you just have to make sure that you surround yourself with people that will love you and support you, whether they be family, teachers, friends, community members, Rotarians, anybody really that will be there by your side. Don't hold your problems on inside, because that's not the way to overcome them. And really believe that anything is possible. If you put your mind to something, it can happen. So good luck to everybody.
Okay, and will you be delivering a speech tonight?
I am.
Okay, can you give us a little preview?
I will be doing a lot of thank yous. I will be giving a broad overview of my journey with Rotary and how they've been in my life for this whole time since high school.
Okay, very good. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
What a great role model for young women of Chelsea. Lydia Coco will be back at the installation.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the wait staff prepares to clean off the tables and get our dessert and coffee ready, we thought we would take this time, because incoming President Maureen said we would do it at this time, put on a very, is that a Rotary? A very short, funny Rotary video.
I'm a member of Rotary, and we're here to figure out if people actually know what Rotary is. Tell me, what is Rotary?
A Rotary phone. Chicken.
Rotary phone or a rotisserie chicken. Tell me, what is Rotary?
Is it when you get a document stamp? You've been rotarized.
Let me ask you this. What do you think of using a Rotary?
Well, I'll tell you what I think. You go and you and then your toilet gets clogged, so then you have to call the looter.
Do you know what Rotary is?
Is it like a club?
Yes, it's like a club. Do you know what kind of club?
I picture a bunch of old stuffy men sitting around.
Now let's ask some actual Rotarians what Rotary truly is.
When I first moved to the area, I didn't know a lot of people, and I didn't have many friends. But then, when I joined Rotary, I gained friends, a community, and even a family.
To me, Rotary is about being part of our community. Rotary has contributed over $500,000 to places like our local zoo.
It's things like this playground. There was nothing here before. And now it's something everyone can enjoy.
My favorite part of Rotary is learning something new every week, straight from the top leaders in our community. I go to Rotary feeling stressed out from work, and leave feeling energized and empowered.
Rotary is about impact on a local, national, and global scale. Like this ballpark for children with special needs.
And helping new Americans learn English in this classroom.
Oh yeah, did I mention that Rotary is working around the world on thousands of projects, such as eradicating polio and providing clean drinking water for millions of people. Rotary is where friends, neighbors, and problem solvers share ideas, join leaders, and take action to create lasting change.
To find out more, visit fmrotaryclubs.org.
So tell me, lady with a white coat on, what do you think Rotary is? Exactly. What do you think Rotary is? Okay, and they're members. Imagine if I had strangers. Okay, so I believe we now worked ourselves into the time that we are going to have coffee and dessert. And then as soon as we complete that, we will start our program of the evening, which includes the installation of offices and the special presentations. Thank you very much. Here we go with the bell again. Okay. I think Sergio's almost done. Okay. The first award is the Rotarian of the Year Award. And I'm going to call upon past President Serratin Rizzuto, who is the immediate past recipient of the Paul Harris Award, to make the presentation. What did I say, Paul Harris? I'm sorry. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get to that. I'm going to put this in the... You want to hold it?
Good evening, everyone. I don't think I need this, but just in case people didn't hear me, I will use it anyway. So I am delighted to present to you this year's Rotarian of the Year, Todd Taylor. Yay, Todd! So I'm going to read a little bit, or maybe a lot, about Todd. So bear with me. Todd Taylor was born in Phoenix, Arizona, where he was raised, where he was raised and was educated in parochial schools. He graduated from Arizona State University in 1990 with a bachelor's degree in history and Russian language. He went on to get his master's degree in Russian history in 1995 from Arizona State University. In 1994, he was recognized and given the Wallace Award for Best Historian at Arizona State University. In 1995, he won a National Education Security Program Fellow. Todd was also awarded scholarships to learn Kazakh language at the University of Washington in their intensive summer language programs in 1994 and 1995. Todd moved to the Boston area in the fall of 1995 to pursue a PhD in Soviet history at Brandeis University, where he completed the program and passed his exams in 2 years. He decided that his personality was not cut out for a career in academia. So he left his doctoral dissertation unfinished. In 1999, Todd got a job as a bartender/waiter at a temporary staffing company to pay the bills while he decided, what he wanted to do. The temporary staffing company saw his potentials and promoted him to supervisor and then a manager. After a year or two, he was promoted to general manager. And in 2003, he bought the company. Yay, Todd. After a year, I already got that, sorry. In 2002, Todd married Regina in Ireland. Regina is a newly naturalized American citizen, born in They have 2 children joining us tonight as well. 9-year-old Alana. Okay, this is what you sent me. Yeah. So she's now 11, that means that 6-year-old Finn is really 8. So an 8-year-old Finn. In 2013, Todd started to get involved in local politics. In 2013. In 2014, he was recruited to run for state representative. In 2015, and then again in 2017, Todd ran for Chelsea City Councilor. Todd was recently elected to the Republican State Committee and was subsequently elected regional chair of the Mass GOP. Was this 2 years ago too? So not so recent. Okay. Todd learned about Rotary from his uncle John Elway, who was a longtime Rotarian in California and has done significant work in Ukraine and Rotary. Is that okay? He is an active Rotarian and lives by our motto, service above self. He's been extremely engaged and involved in our club, and for this, please join me in welcoming and congratulating the Rotarian of the Year, Todd Taylor.
I want to thank Rotary Club of Chelsea for this award tonight. I really wanted to thank Brian Hadelberg, who is here tonight. He's the one who brought me to Rotary, and I'm indebted to him for that. There's so many great Rotarian role models who've shown me what the Rotary motto of service above self really means. I really mean that. I mean, all you guys have shown me over the last couple of years really how to be a Rotarian. I really appreciate it. So, there's been a lot of talk in our community about what divides us, but I want to talk about how Rotary can unite us. Rotary has something called the four-way test, which we did a little bit earlier. It was created by another Rotarian named Taylor, Herbert J. Taylor, who adopted, and it was adopted by Rotary about 75 years ago. The test, it's a test for all the things that we Rotarians should think about before we think something, say something, or do something. The first part asks, is it the truth? These days, the truth may seem subjective to some, but I think this speaks to acting with an honest heart, being honest with our dealings with other people. I think that if we say something, it should be what we honestly believe. Deceit has no place in Rotarian life. The second part asks, is it fair to all concerned? Sometimes it's hard to be fair to everyone, but trying to be fair-minded when dealing with people is vital. I think all of us would benefit from trying to look at things through the eyes of those with whom we disagree. Most of the time, everyone has a point, and in order to be fair-minded, those points should be validated. The third part of the four-way test asks, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Rotary is one of the best vehicles by which goodwill and better friendships can be fostered in our community. Rotary's given me the opportunity to work side by side with others on service projects that help those in need in our community. We work together for the good in our community, but when we do that, when we work together, the suspicions that we have about each other subside, and goodwill and better friendships can freely ensue. I think that's really important. The last part of the four-way test asks, is it beneficial to all concerned? Sometimes it's difficult to do the things that benefits everyone. But I think by working together, both through doing good works in our community and through compromise with those whom we disagree, we can all benefit. For me personally, I love Rotary. I really do. I love Rotary because Rotary isn't just about transforming our community. It's also about transforming myself. It has given me another outlet to help those who are in need, especially here in Chelsea. The good book says, by beholding, we become changed. Well, I beheld some pretty remarkable individuals in Rotary. I really have, and I mean that. It's changed me for the better. And I hope through the Rotary Club of Chelsea we can continue to change our community for the better too. Thank you.
We know that speech was from the heart. Thank you very much, Todd. I didn't say it before because I thought Sarah was going to say it. How we select the Rotarian of the Year. We had to read through everybody's history, every school they went to, every class they went to, only to find out that Todd went to 12 years of college and 15 years, and then he said academia is not for him. So we figured we'd make him Rotarian of the Year. It's a selection that's made by the past recipients because they know the value of being a Rotarian of the Year. So Todd, congratulations, all of the former recipients of the Rotarian of the Year. It was a unanimous decision. So, well, thank you very much. Okay, next on the program, we're back to coffee again. No. Where's Marty? Marty, why are you hiding behind that pole? Okay, so we're going to keep going. Okay, because she's going to be the president. If I do the wrong thing up here, I'll never get it. Okay, what's next? Remarkable Mr. Harris. Oh, now it's Paul Harris. Okay, so I'm going to call upon past President Sergio to make a Paul Harris presentation. And every club has somebody that has their little specialty and their little niche. If anybody in our club exemplifies Paul Harris, it's Sergio, because nobody has a greater knowledge of what Rotary is all about and how much Rotary does than Sergio. So Sergio, come on up, past president. And I'll turn the mic over to you.
Thank you, Past President Allen. I appreciate that introduction.
Well, if you told me to say it.
Yes, I got involved with Paul Harris through Past President Allen Alpert, who introduced me to him back in the early 1900s. I want to ask you to turn to page 452 of the program book.
We didn't print one, it was too expensive.
There you go. Before I start, I would like to congratulate Todd. Todd, congratulations on being a recipient of the Rotarian of the Year Award. It is indeed a well-deserved award. Past President Maureen, who's standing behind the pillar there, congratulations on becoming president, and APP, they did a great job for the year. You're going to be joining us as the rank of PBs. Thank you again, Past President Alpert, for the introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure and an honor to be up here among all of you. For those of you who may not know, this word commemorates the memory of our founding father of Rotary. And the story goes as follows. According to the program, there. One day, a very cold night, in the month of February of the year 1905, Paul Harris, a 27-year-old just finishing law school as a bankrupt lawyer, had just moved to Chicago. Soon after he settled in, he met another attorney. His name was Bob Frank. And they both went to dinner in a very well-off neighborhood on the north side of Chicago. After a wonderful meal and a wonderful dinner, they took a walk around the town and stopped along the shops in the way. Paul was very impressed on how well Frank made easy friends and had great acquaintances with many of the good shopkeepers in the area. He wondered whether there was a way to channel and expand this type of fellowship, which reminded him of his New England town where he grew up in Wallingford, Vermont. Eventually, as time went on, Paul persuaded other local businessmen to meet and discuss the issues regarding commercial trade, community service, and fellowship. So with that idea, they met in rotating venues. So they went to different restaurants, different places of business. And from this very simple idea, they got the name Rotating Meetings, therefore Rotary. His vision laid the foundation for what became Rotary International. It was his aim to create an organization dedicated to peace, tolerance, and service to others. By 1909, they had formed two clubs, besides the one in Chicago, one in San Francisco, and the other one in New York City. And in less than 15 years thereafter, there were more than 1,000 of those clubs across the globe. So, it begs the question, what is the Paul Harris Fellowship Award? It really is more than a recognition for significant assistance given for promoting better understanding and friendship throughout the world. It was established in 1957 as a recognition to be given by Rotary International and its foundation to a club or a Rotarian that donates $1,000 to the foundation. The donation can be made in the name of the worthy recipient, and the club awards it to show appreciation to that recipient and encourages contributions to the charitable arm of the Rotary International. In the early years, back in the 1950s, there were very few Paul Harrises. Why? Because in the 1930s, $1,000 was a lot of money. You could buy a Chevy or a Ford for around $600. Hence, $1,000 represented an incredibly large percentage of the typical Rotary Club's annual income. This meant that for a club to give a Paul Harris Fellowship, it had to give a major portion of its annual income for just that one award. And the entire club had to contribute to it willingly. The amount has not changed over the years, and from this concept, the foundation has grown with assets back in June of 2017 of $4.4 billion. That's a lot of money, folks. Tonight, the following members of the club, our club, have donated the amount corresponding and will join the fine group of Paul Harris Fellows. I would like to ask to stand up and come up to the podium the following: Paula Barton. Daniel Flores. And Jackie Moore. Additionally, the members of the Rotary Club have unanimously agreed to participate in donating $100 every year to the Rotary Foundation. Thereby, after completing 10 years, they will have donated $1,000. There are 4 members who have achieved that goal multiple times. So in order for us to recognize them, I will ask them to come up as well. Past President Susan Gallant, who is a Paul Harris times 2. Past President Robert Alcanana, who is a recipient of the Paul Harris +1. Member Arthur Michaud, also a Paul Harris +1. We call him Mitch. And lastly is our member Joe Panetta, who's also a Paul Harris +1. So you will be presented here with a certificate, a pin, and a beautiful medal that you can hang on your neck. I think you've seen past President Rick Gordon wearing one, so you can now be like Rick Gordon. Congratulations, Paula. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest Paul Harris recipient. Thank you very much and congratulations. I did mention that the club does honor by giving the amount of money to the Rotary Foundation. And in this year's case, we have an honoree, and I would like past President Alan Harper to come up here and make that presentation.
Thank you, sir. I wasn't here then. What year was it that you could buy a Chevrolet for $600? 1954. Can you imagine if a Paul Harris award was $500, more people would be Paul Harris recipients than driving Chevrolets? Lydia, would you kindly join me at the dais? This is a very special award. All Paul Harris awards are important and very distinguished. But this one is a little more special because it's the members of the Rotary Club that honored you by making you a Paul Harris Fellow for all the things that you have done in your very short time here. And when I say a very short time here, I'm not talking about age, because then I'd have to be talking about Joel Mason, and I don't want to start talking about Joel. But Lydia has only been a Chelsea resident since 2004. She graduated Chelsea High School with honors. She was a member of the National Honor Society. She was a member of the Interact and served as Interact president. And for those that don't know what Interact is, and there's probably 5 or 6 of our members that don't, that is a Rotary organization that starts within the high school system. And it can continue after high school and into college. So Lydia had a brief introduction in high school into Rotary. Lydia completed more than 1,000 hours of community service as the Interact president. Of that 1,000 hours, 600 were with the Chelsea Community School Program, assisting with translations, helping in classes, and with student activities, such as assisting with ballet lessons. While at Chelsea High School, she was a member of RILA, and there's probably 7 members of the Chelsea Club that don't know what RILA is. RILA is Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and she served as a senior facilitator. As a member of RILA, a person develops skills as a leader while having fun and making connections. Upon graduation, Lydia went on to Bucknell University in Pennsylvania, where she earned a degree in international relations in Spanish. At Bucknell, Lydia remained a member of RILA, teaching skills for workforce development while she was in college. Lydia is a member of the Chelsea Enhancement Team, which is a volunteer of community members interested in community service, which includes community beautification, such as cleaning up parks and streets. Lydia is the administrative assistant to the Chelsea City Council and probably the youngest person that's ever held that very distinguished honor. So it gives me a great deal of pleasure if I may have the Paul Harris package that just arrived by FedEx today. So they're still taking it out of the box. But Lydia, you joined a group which you are probably one of the youngest members to be a Paul Harris Fellow. Oh, thank you so very much. And what happened? Oh, nothing. Oh, I thought I had to stop talking now. Okay. We just want to show who Lydia is. And we just dropped. Oh my goodness. You know, this is one of the few nights I only had ice water. I should have had something else that wouldn't have happened. So Lydia, I'd like to... Oh my goodness, it's even more than that. Okay, let's start with this. Lydia, I'd like to, and I will, not only would I like to, I will, place this Paul Harris, whatchamacallit, around your neck. Since you don't have a jacket or a collared shirt, I will pass the pin along that you could probably wear on a lapel, and also present you with this official citation. Okay, out of the 7, 1 should come out. Lydia, I'd like to present this to you. The Chelsea, the Rotary Foundation of Rotary International, presented to Lydia Coco, is hereby named a Paul Harris Fellow. And we would be so honored if you would take just a couple of minutes to say a few words. Would you like this in there? No? Okay. And this way, if anybody gets smart or throw it. It's okay. Maureen has 3 or 4 extras.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alpert. Thank you all. Thank you to the Rotarians. This is such an honor. I'm overwhelmed right now. I just want to say that I feel incredibly honored to be gifted the Paul Harris Fellow Award. especially because it helps raise billions of dollars for the Rotary Foundation. So this was really a thoughtful gesture. My relationship with Rotary started in my second year of high school when I became a member of the Interact Club, as you all know now. I always knew I wanted to help make a difference, especially having immigrated to the States from a third world country, Albania. But it wasn't until I joined Interact and started doing community service that I realized how much of an impact you can make starting from the bottom up. I didn't need a fancy job or to be an adult to make a difference. Through Rotary and through Interact, I was able to give back to my community regardless. Now, the Interact Club was so involved in Chelsea that it didn't take long before I became obsessed with giving back. I wanted to complete even more community service. That is why I signed up with Chelsea Community Schools to become a student ambassador, and that's where I completed those 600 hours in a 2-year span. And Rotary has continued to be around and guide me on building those leadership skills throughout the journey. They generously sponsored Chelsea High School students to attend a 3-day leadership training camp that I loved so much I went back a second time my senior year as a senior facilitator. Rotary always welcomed us interactors to attend their meetings, and many of us took advantage of those opportunities because the Rotarians to us were inspirational. Rotary also held fundraisers to help high school seniors with college scholarships, and I am proud to say I also received one, which helped make college tuition that much more affordable, because Bucknell was expensive. The Chelsea Rotary was also present while I was attending Bucknell University, all the way in the middle of nowhere, Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. I attended a leadership course aimed at preparing young adults to succeed in the workforce thanks to Rotary. And even to this day, Rotarians like Reverend Whitley make sure I stay motivated and inspired and involved. So the irony here is, while Rotary is recognizing me, I feel like I should really be recognizing Rotary. And I want to end by saying that I have been blessed with wonderful mentors, too many to list. To my parents, the hardest working people I know, I want to say thank you for your unconditional love and support. To Miss Ilana Asher, my favorite high school teacher, I want to say thank you for always being there. Thank you for all your opportunities and the love you instilled in me for history and politics. To the Chelsea City Councilors, which we have 3 here tonight, and to Council Clerk Paul Casino, thank you for making work a joy. Words cannot express how grateful I am for your kindness, respect, and mentorship. But most importantly, a big thank you to Rotary. Thank you for this moment, for never giving up on me, and for always believing in my ability to one day succeed. So thank you very much.
We're going to test out the ability of our president-elect before she gets sworn into office. If she can't get this correct, she's not going to get sworn in tonight. So I'm going to ask President-elect Maureen if she would make a presentation to you.
Leah, we're very proud of you. We're so happy you're part of Rotary, and we hope you had a wonderful night. Thank you.
Okay, Maureen, the council is now president. There's also one additional member, just coincidentally, that he's also a member of city government, that was presented the Paul Harris Award last year, and that's our city manager, Tom Ambrosino. That was a nice picture, Lydia, wasn't it? Very nice. Where they ever got taught, I think they got it from Chief Pax. I think somewhere it came from one of his records. I'm going to call upon one of our newer members Janet McWilliams, who is going to make the presentation of the attendance award and give a little explanation of what the attendance award is. Jeanette.
Good evening. Are you okay? Good. So congratulations, first of all, to all of our recipients here tonight in all of the various categories. And I have to say, Lydia, you're a tough act to follow. Yes, you are. And so one of the other things, Maureen, our next president, invited me to speak tonight, and I was thrilled. My friend Maureen, our incoming president, I was so impressed that she asked me to speak, but she also warned me not to be lengthy in my speeches. So I'm the only thing standing between Maureen and her inauguration. So I don't dare be lengthy in my words. So I just want to say that it's an honor and it's a privilege, especially as a new Rotarian, to be able to present our recipients with their attendance pins tonight. I've been working in the community for 30 years now and met a lot of nice people and have done wonderful things with a lot of different agencies in town. And it only took me 29 years to find Rotary. And I want to thank Reverend Sandra and Bruce Mark for haunting me constantly and finally getting me into something that has really impressed me, the work that's done by Rotary. I made some really, really good friends, and I really enjoyed it, so I thank you for that. This is really to me, a very impressive recognition to folks for their attendance in meetings. As I think the slide says, that it's how important it is to attend regular meetings, visit other clubs, either locally, even when folks travel, they manage to get to meetings at other clubs as well. And that says a lot about one's commitment to Rotary, to be able to maintain attendance at meetings, even when they're on vacation. I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but I'll try and work it in. So it's an honor to present these pins tonight, but before I do, I just want to share a quote with you about commitment, because this is what it's all about. It's their commitment to Rotary, and it's for the community. So a brief quote that says, "When you're surrounded by people who share a passionate commitment around common purpose, anything is possible." And I think that really is a true testament of these folks that we're about to introduce tonight as recipients. By the way, that's a quote by Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks. So I apologize to you Dunkin' Donuts fans. So, is there a slide? Okay, so I would be giving the pins, presenting pins. If you want to come up and receive your pin. The first one for 1 year is Alan Albert, past president.
25 years to get rid
I also want to say that I find it interesting as a new member. Everybody else hands out large certificates. I get to give out these. You see them? So I'm not even going to try and pin it on anybody. I don't think it'll work. So for 2 years, David Midland, president. About to be past president. For 3 years, Juan Vallejo, past president. For 16 years, Joe Bernard, past president. 21 years, Arthur Mitchell Shaw. Okay, Bruce Moss. Maureen says it's okay. Bruce can give a speech. Bruce, you want to say a few words? You can ask Maureen to let the outside.
One of the nice things about Rotary is I've got 34 years of attendance here. So when you go around the world, all over the world there are Rotary clubs. And in attending Rotary clubs, all I've been in Switzerland, Germany, Las Vegas. We're in Las Vegas, we can find on your birthday, if you're 50 years old, it's $100. $100 a year. So some clubs raise a lot of money, we don't. But the thing about Rotary is there's fellowship everywhere. I made up a meeting in Switzerland. They speak German in Switzerland. But because I was in the audience, the guest speaker spoke it in English as a courtesy because I was there and did not understand German. So Rotary is great. We meet a lot of great people and we do a lot of great things. And that's why I love Rotary.
Oh, now the installation of the
I'm sorry, I wasn't part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to start the installation of offices. There's some non-Rotarians who are discussing at this table that I'm at about what a commitment it is to join Rotary, and especially the commitment that Bruce has made to be able to attain 34 years of perfect attendance. It's great. It's really great. So, we're going to start with installation of the Board of Directors. And unfortunately, Robert Alcanada is not here, but Jeanette McWilliams is here, Jackie Moore is here, and I don't believe Trevor is here. We'll have to do it somehow electronically tomorrow. And Bob has an asterisk, not because he's passed away, but because he's a past president. Those Rotarians know we used to have these little directory books, and we'd have everybody's name in it, and we'd have all the past presidents, and all the past presidents had an asterisk with the name that are no longer with us. So, Jeanette, if you could join us at the podium, and Jackie, now that you're way at the other end of the hall. Okay. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. It's always great to have new members on our board. Not returning members, but new members. And I will kindly ask that you raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly promise and affirm to serve as a member of the Board of Directors of the Rotary Club of Chelsea in accordance with the bylaws and customs of Rotary International and the Chelsea Rotary Club. Congratulations. And for those guests and some Rotarians that may not be aware, we all have pins that we should be wearing on our outer garment, regardless whether we're at work or we're on vacation, just to identify us as a Rotarian. And as the members of the board in elected positions get their pins, it has right on it what their position is in the club. Okay, next is, I'm going to call upon the new Sergeant at Arms, Frank Kowalski, Secretary, returning for another term, Bruce Mark, Treasurer, returning for another term, Joe Bernard, Vice President-elect Todd Taylor, and unfortunately, President-elect Peter has not arrived yet, although he is on his way. So I'd like to ask you to join me at the podium, because this is where they get the best photo op. And the hotel's be at no expense this year by getting this elevated platform. Treasurer Joe, and everybody else. I forgot the paper that has this all written down. Thank goodness I had a spare copy on my phone. Okay, so if you would insert your name right where I stopped talking. Well, 11 o'clock, 11:30, sometime tonight. And repeat after me, fellow Rotarians. Yes. I. Now everybody knows who they are. Promise and affirm to serve in the office of Sergeant Arms. Okay, you got it. Vice President, that's it. We should have had one more rehearsal this afternoon, I'm telling you. In the Chelsea Rotary Club. In accordance with the bylaws and customs of Rotary International and the Chelsea Rotary Club. Congratulations. And now, the moment at least 4 people have been waiting for. Maureen, if you would join me at the... Maureen, you can come up over here. There's no wait time. This is a little special for me, having the opportunity to swear Maureen as the president. I was one of the first people that Maureen contacted when she first came to the city of Chelsea, and it's been a great ride. And I was very happy when Maureen decided she wanted to join Rotary, and then when she spoke about going up the ladder and eventually becoming president, I had second thoughts. But other people didn't have it, and that's why she did get re-elected by a margin of 1. So it gives me a great deal of pleasure to. Sorry?
I still love it.
City manager sitting there laughing. He's going 6 more days. That's it. 6 more days. He's gone. Okay. So I'd like to ask that you kindly raise your hand and repeat after me, inserting your name after I. You can do that. I. Promise and affirm to serve as the president of the Chelsea Rotary Club in accordance with the bylaws, customs of Chelsea Rotary and Rotary International. Congratulations. Stopwatch on it. He's not elected. You say what you want to say, and then you call upon David, and you're going to give him something. You want to call him first? You call him right now.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'd like our past president, David Midland, to please come up and join me. He's done a fabulous job this year of pulling us all together, keeping us on task, and he's just a great guy, and tomorrow we're leaving for Toronto. So with no further ado, David, is this your thing? That's your thing. I think everybody in this room would like to thank you, David. You've done a great job this year. And I have for David this award plaque for serving his commitment, for serving us last year as president of the Chelsea Rotary Club.
Actually, it's hard to believe it was a year ago that it stood here. Proud I've been to be a member of the Chelsea community for 38 years, especially being the kids in New York. No moving kids. And also to be a member of the wonderful and special Chelsea Rotary Club for 6 or so years. And this year has just reinforced everything I thought. It is a wonderful club. Our members are terrific. And we really had a good year. We did a couple of admittedly reasonable administrative goals. We finished Reverend Sandra's task of establishing a 501c3 charitable foundation. Established a new category of corporate memberships so that we can hope to encourage more different kinds of members to join the club, hopefully easing the time commitment just a bit. Now, I'm not going to mention any names because so many of you have contributed. Really, the most important goals we reached were we raised $7,500 for our college scholarships, 5 $1,500 scholarships. We donated $5,000, or I should say we raised $5,000 to send 20 kids to Camp Rotary for a week each this summer. We donated $2,500 as a club to the club's water project. So I will mention one name, Juan. Through 2 fundraisers with all of your help, approximately $25,000. Effort to raise Rotary International grants and all kinds of amazing things. So, well deserved, and as I said, the person who brought me here to begin with. Now, we were awarded a president's citation for reaching our goals for the year. But I have to say, awarded and presidential citation are really misnomers. We earned them. And when I say we really did. All of you, thank you so much. And it's really a club citation, not a president's citation. It's really been a wonderful year as far as friendships, relationships, and everything else. And we should really be proud of ourselves as a club and as individuals. It's really a terrific year. Maureen, when I asked you a couple of years ago, we had a vacancy in, I believe it was as vice president, you stepped in and filled the void. And it was a wonderful choice, and it'll be a terrific upcoming year. Maureen, you're going to be a terrific president. Maureen and I have spoken numerous times about her goals. We don't always agree on the priorities, but I think it'll be absolutely wonderful for Maureen to come in and add her touch to a very special So thank you all for a terrific year and for coming through with all of the help and support that you promised before I took the responsibility. So thank you. Not always keep track of the gavel the way it should. This week's meeting, I actually was hitting the bell with a knife during dinner. So, Maureen, special gift for you, the backup gavel.
Thank you. Okay, ready to go home? Yeah. I got only 13 pages. Okay, I thought we were going to play a little longer, but I just want to thank everyone who's here this evening. It is a great honor to be standing here as the 91st president of the Chelsea Rotary Club. Many presidents have guided this club before me, and I'd like to take a moment and recognize them for being part of Chelsea Rotary Club's legacy. Will you all stand up, the past presidents here of Chelsea Rotary? Woo! I'd also like to introduce some very special people here tonight. One in particular, it's her first Rotary meeting. She's 5 years old, and she's my granddaughter! Oh, well, I guess she has to learn that. Thank you, honey. We also have a couple of other future Rotarians here. Alana and Finn, stand up. My daughter Maria, Aria's mother, is here, and my son Peter. Actually, they're for a meeting also. I also want to acknowledge my friend, my co-worker, and a very talented, well-accomplished DJ, tonight wouldn't have been as special as it was if it wasn't for the general manager, Michelle. She made this theater for us. So in case you worried, I promise not to talk long, because tonight is about celebrating who we are and re-energizing ourselves for another great year of Rotary. I hope you enjoyed the video that we showed you earlier. I loved it because it reminded me of me when I came to Chelsea, and Alan hooked me up with Saraton, and she invited me to my very first Rotary meeting. I had no real idea what Rotary was. I came to make business connections because my company was building a hotel here. But it didn't take very long before it wasn't about the business connections anymore. It was about a feeling that I was part of something special, and I wanted to stay. When I was at the president-elect training with all the other clubs in the district, I really got to appreciate how the Chelsea Rotary Club was so well established and organized, ahead of its time in many ways, things many of us take for granted. I was shocked to learn some clubs in our district have no women or very few women members. It wasn't until 1989 that women were allowed to become members of Rotary. There are two special women here tonight who joined this club in 1989, Lois Hutchinson and Joanne In Chelsea, women make up about 30% of our membership, and 7 women have served as our president. I love that Brothers Rotary Club. Woo! Woo! So Rotary can thrive in the years ahead. Rotary International approved a new vision statement last year. It says, together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. Preparing for tonight and the year ahead, I thought about that statement and this year's theme being inspiration. Inspiration comes from the Latin word inspire, and it means to breathe into, to breathe life into. I realized that before inspiring passion, energy, enthusiasm, or excitement into our club, all of us must work to create change within ourselves, to first inspire ourselves, to bring new attitudes, ideas, and passion to Rotary. As Rotarians, we're brand ambassadors. We need to intentionally share our Rotary story, and we all need to know how to answer the question, what is Rotary? We're people of action. We're community builders. We're problem solvers. We're leaders. This year, I want to focus on sharing our story by tapping into the digital tools Rotary gives us. Our story hasn't changed, but how we share it is going to be vital to our future. We need to be relevant, engaging, flexible, and maximize our reach to attract new members. We make a difference in the Chelsea community. Here are some of the projects that we're involved in, some of the pictures of us with Camp Rotary, our student scholarship winners, our Interact Club, our book drive, coat drive, Project Fire Recovery, Columbia Water Project, our veterans luncheons, our homeless students pantry of necessities, and all around the world we're there. In Columbia, projects with veterans, we participate in district events and international conventions. David and I are going to Toronto to represent this club tomorrow. We are the champions of Rotary. So we enjoy fellowship with our friends. We fundraise. Somebody better help me next year. We have fun, and we are the softball champions. Rotary has a public image campaign, and it's enhancing our legacy as one of the most respected organizations in the world. We're people of action. Together we end polio. Together we transform. Together we connect, and together we inspire. There are so many reasons to be proud to be a Rotarian. Rotary has won the Best Nonprofit Act for polio eradication work. Rotary's website has been singled out for international excellence. Let's get to know it and use it. You can click on Rotary.org and learn just about anything going on in the world about Rotary, our causes, and anything you want to find. Here's what it looks like when you click on Rotary.org. Explore our causes is one. And there's this site. There's news, features, all kinds of things. We need to start looking at this stuff, I think. Has anyone in this room downloaded a Rotary mobile app yet? No. Woo! Cool. I have to do that. I want to talk a minute. Does anybody know about the Rotary Global Rewards Program? So this program offers discounts for travel, car rentals, hotel, dining, all kinds of things. Amazon, Marriott, where you can click on, some of them pay back to Rotary and you get discounts. It's an incredible benefit to being a member of Rotary. Here's how it looks, and that's just one page. There's pages and pages of it. And you can explore any kind of activity you want in Rotary fellowships. I think, Sue, you want to go skydiving? There's a fellowship for that. And being a part of the fellowship, you can do lots of fun things to learn about activities or hobbies you might be interested in. I want to talk a minute about social media. It's a tool that we need to take advantage of if we want to be seen as modern and current. And I have a special announcement that I'm going to have Takia Christmas make right now about being current.
Okay, everybody.
at this installation dinner, which Maureen and I actually, well, not really me, I was actually sitting back here, but Michelle, wave your hand. Our wonderful general manager and team created an Instagram page for Rotary Club of Chelsea. It is active. All the pictures from the event are actually posted right now. And the Instagram account name is Rotary
Club of Chelsea.
Rotary Club of Chelsea. Get on, sign up, make sure that you get on Rotary Club of Chelsea, see your pictures, collaborate, and get to know. Get 2018, folks.
So by our next Rotary meeting, everybody sign up for Instagram. We'll help you if you don't know how. Lydia promised she'd help. We need to take on the challenge and create an image that's reflective of our club's passion for service and for our projects. It's our passion and excitement that attracts, not the actual projects and tasks. We need to share our stories, and we need to find ways to invite others to participate with us in our service projects and experience that good feeling of being part of Rotary. We have a job opening, and I'm hoping some of you will be inspired enough tonight to step up and help us to get it off the ground this year. And last but not least, I want to refocus on our youth leaders, our Interact Club in Ryla. Lydia is a wonderful example of the importance of these programs, and we're very proud of her tonight. I'd like to take a moment and thank past President Reverend Sandra for all the work she's done with the Interact Club, and as a past president of leading us forward in the last couple of years. This year, let's include Interact in more of our Rotary activities so they really get to know us and they feel part of Rotary. They are our future. I encourage all of you here tonight to get involved or re-engage in Rotary. Be the inspiration to lead change in our own backyard and across the world, along with 1.2 million other Rotarians. In closing, I'd like to quote directly from the 2018-19 Rotary President Barry Rassin. He said, "I want you to inspire in your clubs, your Rotarians, that desire for something greater. The drive to do more, to be more, to create something that will live beyond each of us. I'm sure the Chelsea Rotary Club can be the inspiration for each other, for our community, and for all those who will follow us in the next 91 years. Thank you."